Good morning, welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, I'm going to tackle clusters. I'm going to tackle clusters because in my Facebook group, we're having a Christmas cluster swap. Now, I don't collage, so that's not true. I can collage, but when I recognize it as collage, my brain just totally says, we don't do this. What are you doing? So we're going to try it. So we're going to talk about it for a little bit, or just for a minute. I'm going to ink and talk, and then we are going to work on decorating these a little bit. And then hopefully I will not do a terrible job because these are for swaps. So I don't know. Right now I'm signed up for 3 partners. So I have to see how many people end up signing up, because I do know like one person wanted to do 5 partners if we had enough interest. So we'll see what that looks like. So that's going to go through, I think I have sign up set to be open through, I don't know, this weekend maybe? I'm not sure. But anyway, so I just have my ground espresso and my brush here. And this is just a, my printer is giving me fits right now. That's a little bit of a heavy ink, but I don't mind it. I think it'll be fine. And I have a plan. So maybe I should like do it a little more gently. So anyway, it's fine. I'm not that worried about it. Anyway, so I hope everybody's doing well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me. And for being with me and just your continued support. And I am in the throes of trying to clean up my craft room a little bit and reorganize a little bit, get this Christmas tree decorated a little bit. But I'm struggling because I don't have a lot of little things that I want to put on my tree and that don't go on the big tree. And some of the stuff that is some of the things that are the little things are not really the things that I want to use on my creative room tree. Because I was looking at some of this stuff today, and I have ornaments from like when I was a little girl up through recent years, and a lot has changed in my life in the last couple of years, and so some of the ones that are ones I've always used, that I've always loved, this year I'm like, do I even want to look at those right now? Because I'm not sure that I do. And there's a lot of reasoning behind that, but anyway. So if you are like me and you have to print the thingies on your printer 500,000 times because it's leaving lines in your prints, rather than just discarding these papers, just use them as papers that you can ink and glue on. So then at least you're not wasting an entire sheet of paper just for your alignment or cleaning or whatever. So anyway, okay, so I watched a bunch of videos about clusters, okay? And people have different styles and people have different techniques. And because we all know that I say I struggle with collage, my brain is shutting down on me for doing this. So the swap is 3 clusters that will fit in a standard size envelope. So that way it'll be 1 postage stamp in the US, or it should be just 1 global postage stamp for overseas swaps. So I did ask at the post office the other day, and she said that I think the global was $1.60 or $1.65, but but anyway, I thought, you know what? I think that's worth it for a single envelope swap, just to include people everywhere, because it can get expensive postage and everything. Believe me, I know. I just mailed my 12 days gifts, and thankfully I used pirate ship, but even that discount wasn't as much as I had hoped, but that's okay. It's okay. It's all part of the love and the joy of the 12 days gift swap that we do. So you can see this is going pretty quickly. And I could just use my ink dauber, but I really wanted to come in on the middle of these. Now, I actually got ink today. It came, but my yellow was running low, so I'm trying to not print things that I can easily age versus using my yellow, because I know like with the December daily stuff, there's going to be there's a whole lot more printing that I need to do in order to do that. And no pressure. It's so cute. In Tracie's group the other day, somebody was like, oh my gosh, if this is anything like Creep on June. And so I told Mark, I was like, oh my gosh, no pressure, considering I have zero plan what I'm doing yet. I don't have any idea what I'm doing. You guys know I already have Festive Compendium completely printed. And now the stories are out, so I don't, or they're not out. You can buy them. The recorded versions are not out yet, but I'm like, oh, I know what my day is on the calendar for December daily for Tracie, and just kind of know kind of the expectation, which I totally love the excitement, but I'm like, oh, I hope my head is in the space to make that fun, because I want to do it. Like, I totally want to get all into it. But I don't know that the story itself is going to be what I do on a daily basis. I had planned to do my day based on the story that was assigned to me. And honestly, I haven't even checked into the other stories. I mean, I've seen the digitals, which are beautiful. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. But I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So if there's something you guys would like to see me do, let me know, and we'll work that into a day, right? So, okay, here's this. So December 1st is my day for Tracie. I have something I had committed to for December 4th, so I'm gonna have to work that in, and that's not a Tracie thing, but it is what it is. Okay, so I have beside me, I have some tissue paper, I have some music paper, just some brown craft paper. Just embossed this, and I have never ever had such a hard time getting an embossing folder to go through the machine. So this is like torn and worn, and so I'm not even sure I can use it. But I've been embossing craft paper a lot, but my big kick is in the RV in Wisconsin, and so I have either my sidekick or the really big one, whose name I can't remember right now. So I have to make things work. Okay, so I just have some scraps here. So what we're gonna do, oh, and I have a paper pad that we're gonna use. So I just wanna use my tear ruler, and I'm trying really hard not to overthink this. Yeah, the queen of overthinking everything, right? So I'm just gonna tear some strips here. I'm not even looking, I'm just kind of tearing so that we all have some music that we can use. Okay, and then I think I'm just gonna tear some strips of this, just because that embossed piece, I'm just not happy with it. And then you see I have the different shapes of the flashcards, and these are the flashcards from Tracie. They're the Christmas flashcards, and I really like them. And I think they're versatile. You guys know I use those on the specimen slides as well, but this is a different use for them. And it's not that I'm just necessarily attempting to simply showcase those cards. It's that I think they are going to work really well for that. Because like if we have that on the edge of a page, that can be a page tab. And how fun would that be? And then if somebody wants to add a dangle to that, they can. And then their cluster is on the edge of the page, and they can tuck something under there. So that was kind of my thought process on those. This can be a tuck or can be part of a pocket to embellish a pocket. Then where's the other shape that I did? Oh, just that. And like, I think when I collage, this isn't gonna matter. So again, it can go on a pocket or even embellish a tag or something like that. Like I said, I've been watching so many videos that it's like, okay, I need to stop watching cluster videos and just actually attempt to make them. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so I just want a couple of sheets here. I don't want so much that I'm like overthinking it, okay? And then, so what we're going to do is, and then I need to print something that will be our focal point. That's the word, focal point. So they're pretty much going to all be in such a way that they are, probably going to be with the word this way just because of the way that they're shaped and stuff. So I think it'll be fine. And I have a bin of trim too. So I'm going to just work on tearing some things and see what we can come up with. Because see, like that would be really cute right there on the edge of that. And then I think I'm going to have to be inking some things for sure. I don't think that's enough contrast where like that could be enough contrast for sure. But that's got words on it, and I do want some differentiation and direction for the words. So I'm going to work through this and figure it out. And when I come back, we will have some more done. Okay, so what I have basically done is just added some scrapbook paper, some of the craft paper, not the embossed one because it's just trying to tear. I will use it, but not in this. So I have some trim on some, not on others. Only a couple layers of paper on some, one on others. No rhyme or reason. Like this one just has scraps on it. So what I'm going to do is take these over to my sewing machine. And I'm just going to chain stitch these. And I'm going to kind of wonky stitch them. That one's got glue that needs cleaned up. And then I have to determine what we're going to use to decorate these. And obviously I need a more rustic design for decorating them. And I thought I would see just what's in my Christmas ephemera books that I think are still downstairs. I don't think Mark's taken them up yet. And I even have like some die cuts here and stuff like that. I mean, we don't have to overly embellish them. I have to remember these are going in an envelope to somebody. Ooh, like, where's the ivy one? So see, I could just put the ivy leaves on that one maybe with, I don't have the right color bird, but I mean, that would be kind of cute. Just something like that would be a great way to embellish our pages. So I have a feeling I'm going to be getting my dies out and die cutting because that would be super cute. I mean, even the little pine cone, but that doesn't go on there. Anyway, you see what I'm saying. So I'm going to go sew these and then I will figure the next step out. I'm trying to just like use what I have, and that will use up some little bits, but I thought I like that on there for the ivy. And this is one I cut for the little specimen cards, and that'd be kind of cute, like if it hangs over or whatever. I don't want the word ivy covered, obviously, so we'll have to figure out a way to put that on there where it doesn't cover, or I'll have to come up with a different option. But that's just something that I was sitting here playing with. So off to the sewing machine I go. Now this would have been a lot of fun if I'd been thinking I could have made a garland for my little Christmas tree out of Tracie's Fantastic Words. I may still do that because my little tree's sad over here, like I said already. But anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut these all apart, and then, well, we can cut them all apart. It'll only take a second. And then I think I want to gold splatter them before I start embellishing them. And then some of these I straight stitched and some I just zigzag stitched. It kind of just depended on where things were falling on the paper and what I had. So it's up to you. And you don't have to sew. If you don't have a sewing machine, just don't worry about it. I just like the added dimension that sewing gives. And I think that's kind of the thing with people who, do sew. Well, luckily that was just on the edge and I can just clean that up. Oops. But now I gotta rough that up. Where's my little rougher upper? It's like a quicker picker upper, a little rougher upper. Slow down. Anyway, I think that's just the thing, like with people who do sew on their stuff, is it's just an added layer of texture to your pieces. And for me, I really like that. So now I want to gold splatter them. And I'm going to let them dry. And I do like the different shapes. And I probably will come in and clean these up. But I don't know. No, I'm not. I'm not going to clean them up because I'm going to leave it up to the recipient. Like if that person wants to clean up their edges and have the straight edges, that's an option. But if it's a person who likes the rougher edges, then I haven't cleaned it all up and they're not going, I wish you'd have left it roughed up, Jody. So anyway, don't mind me. I'm really, really, really trying to lighten my heart today. So anyway, okay, here we go. So I'll get my gold out, and I'm like, do I just want to use a mica spray on this? And I think maybe it would just give an overall shimmer, which means, or do I want to actually just splatter? I think I want to actually just splatter. And I don't have, I already have I just got this Tim Holtz mat yesterday, which is an entire story all on its own, which was a really just, things like this never happen, I swear. But I have been wanting one of these for a very, 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 very long time. And I have continuously gone into a store, I will say, looking for the dadgum Christmas stuff from Tim Holtz, and I cannot find it in store. And anyway, so and I keep talking to the same person when I go in this particular store, and I'm like, you still don't have it in? Like, she had a few things in. I was literally shopping her box. I'm like, can I just pull what I want out of the box? But she didn't have everything I wanted. She just had a few things. And anyway, so I had gone back to the clearance, and I came back by, and she was like, I'm really tired of moving this around. Is it something you're interested in? And I was like, yeah, why? You know, why? And then, anyway, so long story short, I got an amazing deal on it. Otherwise, I would not own it, because I've never seen these on sale, never seen them on sale. And I would never pay the price for this. That is the full price. I just think they're crazy expensive. So I actually bought two, and I'm going to have to try to sell one on Marketplace because it's so heavy. There's no way I can ship it. So Heather, if you're watching this and you need a mat, please make sure you contact me because you're local and we can work something out. But it's super heavy. There's no way I could ship it. If I could, I mean, I would already have it spoken for. That's the word. But anyway, yeah, so I got a few things on a ridiculous discount price. And I mean, like, ridiculous good, not ridiculous bad. And I'm so grateful that it was the same girl, and she was just so nice. And we were literally sitting on the floor of the store yesterday mathing. And yes, I use math as if it's a verb all on its own. But anyway, so it was one of those once in a lifetime things that happened. And I got this, and I got the decal edge, or no, not the decal edge trimmer, the straight edge trimmer. So unbelievable, right? But I'm very grateful and very thankful because that's never going to happen again. So yeah, that's how I came to have the mat, and I'm just very grateful for it. Okay, so I have to let all this gold dry, and then once this is dry, we'll figure out how we're going to embellish. Oh my goodness, it's days later, and I'm getting ready to package these up for my partners, and I was like, oh, I never finished filming. So very quickly, obviously I didn't finish them on film. So I had to put a lot of thought into these because, again, just collage and making clusters, it's just not my comfort zone. So anyway, I tried to do them in sets of 3, and then I do have some that I kept for myself, but I put them on my little Christmas tree. So if I can film that and not make you guys dizzy, I will. Okay, so here's the set. I had these magazine snowman cutouts, so I used these as a set of clusters. And I had 3 partners, so those will get divided into my partners. These are the die cuts that I had created for myself, and I, added some shimmer. Okay, there's that set. And then I have this set, which was like pretty much Tracie. Love them. And I don't know, is that focusing? Sorry. How about put my glasses on? I'm trying to see if that's focusing in the camera itself, but I can't tell. So hopefully that's not blurry for you. So those are my 3 sets to mail. Now let's see if we can find them on the Christmas tree, what I made. All right, there's 1. 2, 3, 4. There's 1 more somewhere. Oh, he's up here. 5. So those are the 5 that I made and I'm keeping for myself.